Tubbs, 6th successive victory this afternoon in the Betfred Championship. Was it a pleasing one out there for you?
Really pleasing. Look, the scoreboard for the visitors says 0, so I'm immensely proud of the boys today. We've scored 122 points in the last 3 games and only conceded 4. And the last 2 weeks we've got 100 points and let none in. So they're hungry for the defensive side of it as much as, you know, when we do what we do, we can play rugby league as well. So immensely proud of them. There were a few changes and a few shuffles and taking people off, which were very nice for us, particularly with a massive game coming up on Friday night, and one that you know, we're really looking forward to.
It was obviously a delayed start, and that could have quite easily hampered obviously how the team felt going into that. It was a slow start, but then we scored them 4 tries in 10 minutes before the break. Just how pleased were you with them?
I think the team talk at half time might have been a slightly different one if we'd have carried on like we started the game, and we talked about it, and we're a little bit disappointed with that. And the main thing is they've got ownership, and they talk about the stuff that we probably speak about. So, you know, that's a real special bunch in there, and that's everybody through the squad. Everybody's involved, and yeah, not everybody's playing week in, week out, and they're frustrated and that, but the collective in there, the unity that we've got now is great. So we're enjoying ourselves. We've got a smile on his face. We're going to have a real smile on his face Tuesday, Wednesday this week, and hey, top against second next Friday, and see what comes of it.
You just touched upon the 122 points scored in the last 3 games and only the 4 that we've conceded. Obviously defence, we talk every week about how great it has been so far this season, but there were some really special tries out there as well, weren't there?
Yeah, look, when we play like we want to play and we're hot, you know, we score some special things, and I'm excited to see what these can achieve this year, you know, and we take it week by week, but you know, we're in a good place. We've got a couple of massive games coming up over the next couple of weeks, but we're in a good place and we're ready for that. And the headache for me is obviously who's going to be the 17 and 18 that's going to be out there next week and the week after. So yeah, it's pleasing, but they've worked hard. It's nothing that we hadn't thought that we could achieve, and yeah, I just can't wait for Friday.
Alex Foster returned from suspension, but obviously you had Jesse back out there as well. The one that you must have been so pleased to finally see him back on pitch.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? You know, his first game of the season, and he probably didn't want to be left out as long as they left him out there. But we're in that sort of position that we could. He took Eddie off and Tyler and Gwazi off quite early and didn't put them back on, did I? So albeit Tyler came on for a little bit. So that was a nice position to be in. Took Corey off, took Matty Marsh off as well. So Jesse probably got a lot more minutes than he probably thought he'd get, but he'll do him no harm. But it was nice to see him back. And like you say, there's Fozzie coming back. Joe played 80 minutes. Jack Hansen played 80 minutes at scrum half, which was really pleasing, because he's a cracking young man and a cracking player.
And it obviously is a big one against Wakefield next week, but what's the message to the fans ahead of that top of the table clash?
Oh, if you haven't got your tickets, you best get them tomorrow because they're all gone. It'd be an humdinger here. I went to watch Wakefield last night against Toulouse, and they had a cracking game, and justified so got the result. But you know, the boys are psyched for this one. They've been looking forward to this for a number of weeks, and it's here.